This time of year should really be a happy time for family and friends. Sure, mine. But, sound? Okay, good. But I know that some people would ask, and rightly so, you know, what about if I don't have any family around me? You know, others may say, well, you know, how can you be happy with war and poverty, this recession? You know, how are we going to be happy when we have all that going on? And I would ask if you have ever heard of the whatsoevers. This is what the Apostle Paul wrote to a church in Philippi. And Paul is somebody who had his share of hardship, being stoned and beaten with rods and imprisoned and shipwrecked, and it goes on and on. He wrote to them, he said, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, and whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, and whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Jesus never promised that this life would be easy, and this can be a bad place at times. And in fact, there is even evil in this world. I think God just asks that we trust him with this. Jesus said, come to me, all you that are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So it's really when you're down and feeling under attack, what do you do? Well, with God, here's what you do. Like King David did. He wrote heartfelt songs and prayers to God. In Psalm 42, he wrote to his own soul. He asked his soul, why art thou cast down, O my soul? And why art thou disquieted within me? Hope thou in God, for I shall yet praise him, who is the health of my countenance and my God. Somebody like David, he praised God in the midst of all the troubles. So the whatsoevers that Paul was speaking of tell us to think of happy times and good reports. See, David would consider many blessings in his life and find the comfort in those. And we too should think of the many blessings we have when we're feeling down. We can look back to a happier time in our life and maybe even think of a place that we could return to. I wish that I could go back and hang out with my friends at this ice cream shop that we used to have in the street next to my house. There's that old ice cream shop. Maybe not exact, but it's the best you can get in the virtual world. See, in the town where I was, this was a Route 66 ice cream shop. And our church would go there, and there was like a 50s car hangout place to go on Saturdays. I think we all have places like that we can remember that just bring a time of fellowship with other friends. And this was one place for me. I think everybody needs a place where they can go, where they feel safe and can be with friends. There is something about fellowship that we can draw encouragement from. God works through other people. And our friends help us to get through those tough times. But there are other places, and sometimes just being in God's creation, it makes the time you share with Him even more special. Perhaps in nature. Has anybody ever been camping? Sitting around the campfire? That's another memory that can be very special. Except my nature scene didn't have a radio playing it like that. We used to drive our Baguios up to the campground. Technical difficulty, bear with us please. Working in the virtual world is not easy. Perhaps we can put the radio away. See, God is a miraculous.
The saints and angels all praise. Whenever is heard a discouraging word, and worship the ancient of